It is very common that students, especially beginners and intermediate, feel that a slow practice is something boring. But with the time and the complexities of the learning process, slow practice is observed in a different way.
We spend a lot of time working on developing speed. Speed is incredibly important. When you're working on your techniques, obviously speed has many benefits. It can negate your opponent's ability to react, to block. It can help increase the energy and the momentum behind your technique. But here's the reality. If you cannot do it correctly going slow, you're not doing it correctly going fast. So although we want to train to develop maximum speed, we have to take time in our training to work on developing our movements in slow motion, to learn and perfect the proper form behind those movements.
Sometimes slow practice is wrongly understood as playing a musical piece at a reduced speed in a comfortable way. Therefore, when there are no clear goals and an engaged attitude, it could be very boring and unproductive. Let's see this video. Duke, Cash, and Simons state that paying a lot of attention and being very aware in the practice session can determine the effectiveness of it. Establishing clear goals and designing a good sequencing are fundamental to have good results. Additionally, they say that students who pay more attention in their movement effects are ready to change behaviors based on their own sensorial feedback. Slow practicing is very helpful to understand performance and musicality from a more personal view. It is the way to explore our own reactions and refine practice from a more personal and a deeper criteria.
Practicing slow is very beneficial to most musicians. I think, in my opinion, I know from personal experience, whenever I practice hard passages in my repertoire solo work for bass clarinet, it helps a lot. It's very beneficial. Just something about taking it down, a few notches, about 20 clicks slower, and then really working your way up, detailing the workout, making sure that everything is understood not only mentally but physically through your fingers. Um, it'll not only it'll seem like the process is slower of you learning it, but it will overall make it a lot faster. And what you learn from that is that you might be a good sight reader, or you might be able to play something flawlessly at first, but your mind will mess with you sometimes, and it might have you confused or whatever. And slowing it down really eliminates that in general. So that's why I think slowing down your music is a very beneficial thing.
Let's see what our peers say about their own experiences.
So there are many great benefits, I believe, to rehearsing with your ensemble at a slower tempo. One of the first ones being that it allows the director to hear inaccuracies within the ensemble, and it allows the students to subdivide the beat much easier. And in turn, one of the greatest things about slowing down the tempo is for them to internalize it and to feel the rhythm as a unison without having to speak and rehearse it all the time. They can feel it internally, so when they get to the faster tempo, it's much more internal and in their head.
Hi. So, how do I use slow practicing to improve my motor skills? I think practicing slowly is very important because we're able to refine the details in a piece. For example, if we are to play a Chopin etude or a really demanding piece, I think first we need to find the spots that are very difficult or that can represent a technical difficulty, and then isolate those spaces and observe the movements that we're gonna do faster, but try to do them in a slow motion first. So in that way, more we're gonna play more accurate at the notes of the piece because we're observing each note each movement slowly. Also, we're able to hear more what's happening, the harmonies or the quality of the tone or the sound. And also, I think it improves the memory. It helps with developing the memory skills too, because you are slowly reasoning, or you're slowly thinking about the process that your body needs to do in order to overcome those difficulties. So that's why I think it's important to play slowly or practice slowly.
I always have struggled playing by memory, either because I feel nervous or because I'm not secure about it. So I found that playing and practicing slow has helped me to develop the confidence and the trust that I need. So for example, when I'm playing and I'm practicing slow, I'm more aware about details, about sound, about technique, about line, and I think it helps to your brain to connect visual and muscle memory. So I think the fact of playing and practicing slow will make us feel focused and confident about whatever we're playing.